Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video, we are going to look at question 11 of the Math 206.5 Final Exam Review. It asks us to find all the zeros, so complex, real, whatever we're given, of this function f. Oh, but this time, yay, unlike question 10, we are told what one of the zeros is. Now, before we get started looking for all of the other zeros, this is a cubic function, so we can have at most 3 zeros. Let's see what we have. So we're going to use synthetic division to help us figure out what the other remaining zeros are. We know that 2/3 is a 0, so I'm going to set this up. With the coefficients, we have 3, -2, 48, and -32. And now we can bring down the 3 and multiply 3 times 2/3. So if you're uncomfortable with fractions, just know that that one that's all by itself, that integer, goes in a numerator. It's going to cancel. We're left with 2/1, which is 2. So this will become a 2. Oh, this is nice. We get 0. 0 times 2/3 is 0. 48 plus 0 is 48. And then 2/3 of 48, so 2/3 times 48/1. That's going to give me 16 and 1. I get 32/1, which is just 32. And that's pretty much what I expected, right? Because I knew that this should be 0, and it is. So we confirm that, but also it's going to help us find the other zeros. Now let's rewrite the other factor that's left behind. When we factor out that 2/3, we're going to have a factor of 3x. This loses a degree from the cube. We don't have to put the 0x, and we're going to say plus 48 is equal to 0. The first thing I might do here is divide everything by 3. I don't need that coefficient to help me find the zeros. That won't change anything, and it's just making more work for me. Then I get x squared plus 16 is equal to 0. That's better. Now I'm going to get x squared by itself. I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. So I get x squared is equal to -16. To get x by itself, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. When I take the square root of the numeric side, I add the positive or negative case. And notice that there's a negative under the radical, but that's okay. We're finding all the zeros. The square root of -16 would be 4i. And we have both positive 4i and negative 4i. So we do end up with 3 zeros. When we list all of the zeros, I'm just going to write them all. I'm going to start with my real solution, 2/3. And then I have -4i and positive 4i. So I do have 3 zeros, as I suspected when I was given that 2/3 is a 0. This has been question 11. Thank you for stopping by.